Yeah. You already know. Mastermind Media, Mastermind Made Men in the building. Mr. Jones, the entrepreneur. My one of my real close compadres in the game. My A alike, B alike, C alike co-host, Mike T, the investor in the building, representing Mastermind Media, representing the Mastermind Made Men. But over here,
Right, right,
the mission
right.
statement is yeah, peace to the gods. My bad, peace to the gods, peace to the gods, peace to the
Right,
gods,
right,
peace to the
right,
family.
right.
You know,
What's the mission?
um,
What's the mission?
no, the mission statement for Mastermind Media is always what it's always been, and that's just to raise the frequency of uh, of society, of whoever runs
Right.
into any type of content from the media group. The mission statement is always just to raise their frequency from from
Absolutely, that
one
vibration.
level to the next. Yeah, yeah.
Balance the
So
things. Absolutely,
right,
absolutely, man.
right, right. So man, I mean, what's going on with you though, God? How's everything? How the frequency going on? What's going on with
Yeah, man. Everything is good. Keeping the vibration high. You know what I mean? He said it was, and if it looked like troubled times for real, it's important to keep your vibration high. You just try to look at opportunities in this time. You know what I mean? That's all I'm looking for is opportunities. That's all I'm
you? Yeah,
looking for. I don't really look at like it's a bad thing. Nah, I'm just looking for opportunities. What's good,
right,
God?
right, right. No. I like where you was going with that. You know what I'm saying? So with this whole everything, with everything that's going on right now, and it's basically new beginnings for everybody. So um, what would you feel for the listeners out there? What opportunities that's presented to the entrepreneur right now? Like if you a hustler, how can you what avenues can people look into right now for because it's a new world. Like if you was, for example, if you was a let's say you was working at somewhere, a restaurant or hotel, anywhere where it required, what I'm saying, a large amount of people, you basically had to do a 360 with your life. You know what I'm saying? You basically had to do, I'm not even gonna call it a 360, I'm gonna call it a 720, where you had to you got spun around twice. And
Right.
so
Nah, it's
it's a
real
lot.
out here.
Right. So if you was a waiter, bartender, whatever, this is a time where one phase had to die, but another phase, another endeavor, maybe whatever it was the birth of that. You know, because you got, like, for example, I ran into a waitress who's obviously not waitress anymore, but
Right.
the fact that she would maybe about full-time waitress, and now she got this time to dig into her own creativity. Now,
Right.
now she found a talent within herself in making candles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that might have been her whole calling the whole time. You know what I mean? But it's
Absolutely.
like, but shit, this shit right here coming at full tuition with this whole everything that's going on. So
Already.
it's either going to force you to dig deep and understand, like, you know, this is the time where you will want to really pursue what your heart desires. A lot of people don't really
Right.
want to hear. A lot of people don't really want to hear that right now because it's always a money thing. But
Word. To
any
answer your question, God. No, I didn't mean to cut you
yeah,
off.
no, no,
You know,
no. Go ahead, because I went too far with that. Like I just kept on. You were supposed to Ben said something. That's my bad, God.
it's all good, God.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just think people should develop a skill. You know what I mean? Just develop that skill set. In different things. Like you were saying, get creative. Whatever that you really like doing, or something that you always wanted to do, or something that that suits you, then go ahead, try it, see if it works for you. Do things that you always wanted to do. Like you said, man, just be creative. I know my sister, like your friend, she do candles, she do spiritual work. She got some herbs and stuff for real. And all that, dressing candles, vintage stuff. Clothing. Antiques and stuff. So just whatever suits you. My cousin, she got masks. She doing masks right now. You have to wear a mask. So
Right.
that is. So yeah, that's essential for real. You need that. So might as well sell them. People got designs on that mask. If you
Right.
got a one.
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up as well. I'm glad you
Yeah.
brought that up. Yeah, no, because just the fact
Definitely
that
going to
the whole mask situation, a lot of people are, see that as an opportunity. You
Right.
got a lot of people selling, customized masks, you
Mhm.
know,
Mhm.
things of that nature. So I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just wanted to bring that situation to light where
Exactly.
we got mandatory uh face wear, as you would say, when you go into public business. So to cater to that, new implement of law,
Right.
why not, dig into your entrepreneurship and try to provide a service that's going to amend with this new type of rule that's kind of being enforced right now, whether we
Absolutely.
like it, whether we like it or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
You find ways to capitalize on it for sure.
this is the time where the hustlers are born.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like this is the time.
Where
This is the
really
time.
gotta get on to entrepreneurship. You really gotta go get it. You know what I mean? And it's just making me just self dependent on myself. You know what I mean? You got a job and you depending on somebody else, but nah, it's just for me. I like to, I like to depend on myself. You know what I mean? Want to be an entrepreneur, want to do more, and just, bet on yourself, you know what I mean? And do things that you love doing, don't want to feel like work for real.
Right, right,
But
right, right.
yeah, man, yeah, be creative, man. You gotta do what you gotta do out here. Uh, you
Yeah,
know.
right, right. So yeah, so
And
any
another thing, my bad, God.
no, go
Hold
ahead.
that, hold that. I just felt like another thing before I forget. The online business is something that you probably want to get into too. That field because it is less and less interaction. So a lot of things are being done online. So you might
E-commerce.
want to go to that market. Yeah, I mean, absolutely.
Yeah.
Go ahead, God.
E-commerce. E-commerce is definitely booming. E-commerce has been booming rapidly within the last few years, but most definitely from this whole situation, e-commerce is emerging. Another this for all the hustlers out there. This for the family that watch this, that ever see this, right? So another big another big opportunity right now would be Instacart, and that's for any real hustler. That's for any real hustler out there. My bad, God. I mean, I know you had logged out for 1 second, God, but it's all gravy. But I was just telling the family that this another good opportunity for any hustler that has a car, you know what I'm saying, and that's not really working like how they used to. You know, this could be a good opportunity to throw your ego to the side and do Instacart. I
Word
ran
up.
into
Whatever you gotta
no,
do.
honestly, I wanted to save this for the stream, but I ran
Absolutely.
into 3 people within the last week that basically it's not working, how they usually work from what's going on, but
Mm-hmm.
they've been
Mm-hmm.
they've been replacing that with the Instacart. And for instance, I talked to a cousin earlier, and about 600 about 3 days off of that. Well,
Word.
four
Word.
days, you know.
Straight up.
But
Because it's in high
Yeah,
demand right now too. Yeah,
it's in very very high demand right now. So I just want anybody that see this right now that so it's a new world. So it's all about adjusting. So if you got a car, if you got a source of transportation, if you can, I don't know, if you can if you can get your hands on somebody's car for maybe about 5 hours or something. You know what I mean? Maybe once every 2 3 days or something. Make it a little part
right,
time gig, and you know what I mean. Maybe give them a little flat fee or whatnot. But if you got your own car, that's even better. But Instacart is
right,
a good way to make some some extra change out here. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
right.
'Cause it's going with the
Yeah,
trend.
man.
You know what I mean? The wise thing to do, anything is understand the trend and don't fully go with the trend, don't fully go with what's going on, but be aware of it and always implement your own strategies to the overall trend that the masses is following. So um,
Absolutely.
that's a trend right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just not going out and everything, but we do have a slowly emerge of businesses trying to get back into the picture. I mean, we had barbershops and beauty salons over the weekend that was able to open their doors back up to their clients, and it's just going to be a domino effect with different businesses and everything of that nature. So it's going to be it's never going to be back to normal, in my
Right,
opinion. But
right,
it's
man.
yeah, but
It's wild for me. Yeah, I mean, just I mean, I know we talked about it, man, but what you think about the the new implements? You know what I mean? So far, we seen like few people in the store at a time. You know what I mean? You gotta wear a mask in the store. You know what I
right.
mean? Yeah, 6 feet in the line and all that. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, man, like,
No, it's
I
no,
think it's all
yeah.
just to get us used to the system. But yeah, go ahead.
No. Just to to embrace on what you're saying, the social distancing, and all the new tweaks, the small rules and everything, the mask, and I can't even I can't even go up to a grocery line at the grocery store within certain limits of the next person without being what I mean confronted or something if I'm so called too close or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So um the overall grand scheme of it is from what I see is just another like another sick way of implementing divide and conquer. But this is more divide and conquer. This is more divide and conquer on a like a public individual scale. Because it used to
Right. Right.
because we used to when you hit divide and conquer, you think about race. You know what I'm saying? You think
Right.
about uh uh of you think about groups of people, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But with this shit right here, it's not no specifications of the division.
Right.
The
Yeah.
the the division is as soon as you step out your door, it's this social
This
distance
is from
distance
everybody.
is supposed to be in implemented. As soon as you step
Right.
out your door, as soon as you
Right.
step out your door, it's
No
supposed to
matter.
be implemented. It's supposed to be implemented,
Right.
and it's especially supposed to be implemented when you go to like grocery stores and things of that nature. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's a divide and conquer on an individual scale. You know, like It's deeper than race. It's deeper than groups. It's deeper than
Sure.
rich, poor, middle class. It's deeper than that shit. You know, this is this is
Yeah.
this is this is divide and conquer on a whole different level to me.
Yeah. Like I think like the higher ups and then everybody else type shit. You know what I mean? And I think we just gotta understand or overstand.
Yeah,
Just the changes and I feel like it's gonna come to to a point where we gonna be like, nah, enough is enough. Like, nah, we not gonna do this. You know what I mean? It's gonna have to be like that, especially when it comes to you know what I mean, any time for any testing, you know what I mean, stuff like that. You feel me, any vaccines. But
Right.
yeah, man. I mean,
No,
it is what it
absolutely,
is. I feel
absolutely.
like
It's
yeah, it's gonna come. It's gonna come to a time. We can't
yeah.
accept everything that that they change. You know.
Right. 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 So I just feel we it's like you said before, the families that's able to push that button that makes overall decisions for the world that we live in. I just feel
Yeah,
we still in the test run, and they still just going off a reaction of can
yeah,
what can be implemented and what cannot. You know what I'm saying? These
right.
it's still test runs.
You know,
It's still kind of early in the game to really put any permanent emphasis on it. But the fact that we are slowly businesses are slowly trying to get back into what it used to be. That is a sign right there in itself. You know what I mean? But to the whole social distancing and everything like that, that might be a card that will be played for the next few years. So
right, right
at
up.
the, at the end of the day, I'm hearing so I'm driving past I'm on Cold Spring. I'm on Cold Spring, West Side Cold Spring, like Park Heights side.
Mhm.
And I drive past a church. Obviously, church is not open. And it's drizzling outside. It's not like pouring down rain, it's drizzling, right?
Right.
Bro, tell me the pastor dressed up. The pastor is on top of his pickup truck. They using the parking lot. They got like it's like spaced out. So people like spaced out, but people still dressed up and like clapping for him and like still holding the service. Like
And,
on some like on some real innovative type shit. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
no,
And then
absolutely. Like, you
when I
don't
see
need to be inside or nothing. Right.
so when I
You know
see
what I
shit
mean?
like that, I'm like, okay, this whole so-called pandemic is is forcing the creative ones to dig
Yeah,
deeper,
yeah,
and
absolutely.
it's forcing the ones that never even thought about being creative to be a little bit creative right now.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You know, come up with your own, and I think it's a good time to you got to be strong minded too. You know what I mean? You got to be strong minded. I know things might seem um you might think you have a lot to worry about, or but you want to stay on the other side of the fence. You don't want to worry yourself a lot. You want to stay in a better mood and come up with creative things for real. You know what I mean? And just
Mm-hmm.
have a strong mind and strong mindset for real. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? That's what it's about for real in this time. For real. But yeah, I like that though. You really don't even need no particular place, no particular place, to worship. You know what I mean? It could
Right,
be outside, it could be inside, you
right,
know what I mean? It could be
right,
wherever, you know what I mean, with
right.
your love, you know what I mean? So yeah, it just be in their time, you know what I mean? You know, Napoleon Hill say, make your life a constant prayer. You know what I mean? And yeah,
Right,
man,
right,
that's
right, 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 right. A
exactly what
constant, right, right, right,
a constant prayer, all the
right,
time. You know
right,
what I mean? So,
right.
that's just what it is. And that's what we
For
need to
sure,
do the most right now.
for sure, for
Get
sure.
connected that way. Get
Right,
connected spiritually.
for sure, for sure. That's a
Yeah,
fact. That's a fact. Yeah, we're
yeah,
going to go ahead. We're going to go. It's going to be a short one today. We're going to go ahead and conclude. Um, it's just going to be part one though. We're going to get right back. We're going to get right back to it, or part two, within the next 24 hours. And
yeah,
we're going to double back on the situation. But it's always an honor. It's always a privilege. It's always it's always good just to what I mean, build with you online and discuss these topics
brother.
to to the family and everything. I
Yeah, yeah,
appreciate you. What I mean, I definitely
yeah.
what I'm saying, support everything you're doing over there on your side of things and everything. And and we're gonna continue to
Yeah.
build this shit. And yeah,
So, same here, same here. You know what I mean? We a mastermind. What's mine is yours. You know what I mean? You already know what it is. You know what I mean? We gonna build, and we just gonna try to help the future. You know what I mean? Try to help the youth. You know what I mean? And keep building for real. You know what I mean?
you're already. You're already. If you wanna give like your little final shout outs to the family, catch you on the IG or whatnot. You know what I mean? I'm gonna close out.
You already know what it is. Mike gotta get it Taylor on IG, Facebook. You know what I mean? You know, find out what we doing. Check out my man's everything he doing. You know what I mean? AJ Jones, the entrepreneur, you know what I mean? IG, you know what I mean? Facebook, check them out, things we be doing, check us out, things we be doing, the Mastermind Media Group, we be posting all season moving, you know what I mean? Get the whole house moved for real, do everything, you know what I mean? So,
For sure.
we take care of you. So, yeah,
For
we
sure.
got it up, man. Sure.
Yeah. For
Gonna keep
sure. For
pushing.
sure. For
Find out
sure.
what we doing.
Yeah, right. Hey, you already know what time it is. Miss Mastermind Media, Mastermind Made Man. We signing out, Mr. Jones, the entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Mike T, the investor, and we gonna come back for the family within the next 24 hours and drop part two to this. But this is just adjusting to the new world because this is a new world that we in right now, and we just need everybody to raise that frequency, raise that vibration, so we can not get sucked under this new wave and ride the wave.
Word, word up.
Peace to the
Exactly.
family. Peace to the family. Mastermind Media. We about. Peace.
Be the God. Peace, peace.